States of matter and gas laws MCQs. The process of a solid changing directly into a gas is called sublimation is the right answer. Which state of matter has a definite volume but no definite shape? Liquid. Which state of matter is characterized by ionized particles? Option D, plasma. Which state of matter has the highest kinetic energy? Plasma contains highest kinetic energy. Change of state from solid to liquid is called melting. Which of the following decreases when a liquid is converted to a gas? Intermolecular forces. The state of matter in which molecules are tightly packed and possess only transition motion is solid state. In which state of matter do particles move freely and are far apart? Gaseous state. Neither definite shape nor definite volume is the property of it is the property of gas. Which state of matter has the weakest intermolecular forces? Gas. When a gas expands, its particles spread out. One of the characteristic feature of solid state is rigidity is its characteristic feature. Which one of the following is amorphous solids? Option D, all of these. The transition from liquid to gas is known as vaporization. The process of gas changing into a liquid is called condensation. The process in which molecules escape from the surface of liquid is known as evaporation process. Gases contract on cooling. The temperature at which the vapor pressure of a liquid becomes equal to its external pressure is called boiling point. The kinetic energy of gas molecules is proportional to which of the following? Option A, temperature. What happens to average kinetic energy if the temperature doubles? Average kinetic energy also doubles. Which factor remains constant in Boyle's law? Temperature. According to Boyle's law, at constant temperature, the pressure of a gas is inversely proportional to its volume. If the pressure on a gas is doubled while keeping temperature constant, its volume will Have. Charles's law states that at constant pressure, the volume of a gas is directly proportional to its temperature. Avogadro's law indicates that equal volumes of gases at the same temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. At constant volume, the pressure of a gas is directly proportional to its temperature. Which law explains why a balloon expands when heated? Charles' law. According to Avogadro's law, doubling the number of moles of gas at constant temperature and pressure will double the volume. At constant temperature, the volume of a gas becomes half when pressure is doubled. Boyle's law is mathematically represented as pressure is inversely proportional to volume. A gas occupies 5 liters at 1 atmospheric pressure. If the temperature is constant, what should be the volume at 0.5 atmospheric pressure? Then liters. Charles's law is mathematically represented as the volume of a gas is directly proportional to its absolute temperature. At 27 degrees Celsius and 2 atmospheric pressure, a gas occupies 6 liters. What will be its volume at 327 degrees Celsius if the pressure remains same? $12 liters. Avogadro's law is mathematically represented as option C is the right answer. If the number of moles of a gas is doubled at constant temperature and pressure, the volume will also double. The ideal gas equation is all of these are ideal gas equations. In the ideal gas equation, R represents gas constant. If the temperature of an ideal gas is increased at constant volume, the pressure will increase. The value of R in the ideal gas equation is both A and B. The temperature in the ideal gas equation must be in Kelvin. At STP, standard temperature and pressure, 1 mole of an ideal gas occupies 22.4 liters. Molar volume is defined as volume occupied by one mole of gas at standard temperature and pressure. Which gas law is used in calculating molar volume at standard temperature and pressure? Ideal gas law. Van der Waals equation is used for real gases. Which gas is most likely to behave ideally? Helium gas. Which of the following gases would deviate most from ideal behavior? Carbon dioxide. Graham's law compares diffusion rates. According to Graham's law, the rate of diffusion is inversely proportional to square root of density. Which will diffuse faster, hydrogen gas or oxygen gas? Hydrogen gas. According to Dalton's law, the total pressure of gas mixture is the sum of partial pressures. The pressure exerted by each gas in a mixture is called partial pressure. Dalton's law is valid only when gases are non-reactive. A gas occupies 4 liters at 1 atmosphere. What will be its volume at 2 atmospheres at constant temperature? The volume would be 2 liters. If the volume of a gas is tripled at constant temperature, the pressure becomes one-third of its original value. A gas occupies 2 liters at 300 Kelvin. What is its volume at 600 Kelvin and constant pressure? Four liters. At constant pressure, a graph of volume versus temperature is right answer is linear. Which unit is not used for measuring pressure? Joule. What is the System International unit of pressure? Pascal. What is the standard temperature in Kelvin scale? (273 Kelvin). 1 atmosphere is equal to 760 millimeters of mercury. Comment your score, like the video if you had fun, and subscribe for more quizzes. Bye-bye, friends.